All right, it promises to be a very exciting year for Shahid Kapoor. He's got 3 releases coming up. He's turning away from the image, a term I'm sure he hates, the chocolate boy, to someone who could be perhaps a kamine. Not just that, he's romancing a girl dressed as a boy. And despite all that, it's been, what, over a year since I've managed to catch up with you.
Yes, unfortunately.
Shame on you.
Unfortunately, yes, I apologize profusely.
You should.
I've not had a release for a year, and unfortunately, we've not had the opportunity to meet, but I have enough coming up this year. I have 3 releases. Kamine on the 14th of August, and there is Harippa, where I'm romancing a guy, according to you, or a lady dressed as a guy.
And I believe, if I may interrupt, you're vying with Rakhi Sawant for attention.
There are various versions of the film which I've heard of. Trust me, none of them are true. The true version will release on the 18th of September. And then there's another film which is being directed by Ken, which is, as of now, everybody seems to be calling it Yahoo. We don't have a title yet. But yeah, that has me and Janelia, and that will come out, I think, in December.
So, it's a really, really busy year. Of course, what everyone's talking about, and what I have to lead with, is that shot of you in Kamine that we've seen so far, where you're racing the horses. I mean, that had to be great fun.
Actually, it wasn't so much fun because I was running with horses, you see, and they run much faster than human beings. So it was pretty crazy because, you know, they would place the horses like really far back, and they would keep me up forward. And by the time I took my 3rd step, they'd be like, yeah. Like, okay, am I all right?
It's a dream scene.
Yeah, it is. I guess people have reacted really well to it. And, you know, the agenda with this film was to, from the very onset of the first promo, communicate to people that they're going to see a very different Shahid, which is something that both me and Vishal were very keen to do. And this was, I think, a very vivid visual in Vishal's mind. I think when he narrated the script to me, this was one of the first things he told me about. This, I have this visual of you, you know, not wearing anything, just maybe a pair of jeans and just running with white horses. And I was like, okay, that sounds interesting. I'm really glad you told me now, because I need to start working now to achieve it. And it took me about a year of working really hard to be able to achieve that shot. Man.
I also have to say, just to the viewers who are interested, that just before this interview started, Shahid was tucking into a bowl of oats, which he has apparently been eating consistently every day for a year.
Yeah.
So it's not as much fun as it looks, is it?
Not at all. Not at all.
Tuba.com